talking about the women that, want a man to provide for them the things that their fathers couldn't provide for them. So those are the kind of girls that you're talking about. And if you are meeting those kind of girls, those are the kind of things that you'll be expecting from them. Meeting women that grew up in a house where their parents were also providing for them, train them to school, send them abroad, and all those kind of things. You don't meet a man and start expecting the man to start footing their bills from the first day. But women that try to meet men to escape poverty, that is a topic you're talking about, which there are so many of those women in Nigeria. Because of the hustle, the struggle, the pain, some of them, like from 9 years old, you see them on the streets selling bread, selling akara, doing a lot of things, struggling because their fathers were not there for them. Most of them grew up, they don't even know their father, They really hustle hard, got to 12, 17. They started meeting men early because of the hunger in their house. And some of them stood up like firstborn, to start paying bills for their younger ones. They did all kind of business to make their way, and it's not working. So now the best thing they had to do was to start, going out with men in order to foot their bills and for their family. And a lot of those women end up marrying men for money because they are poor.
But they should
Those are another class of women that you are talking about. The
this
class of women that I am, I'm not going to meet a man and expect him to do 100 because I'm not from a home that wasn't providing for me. So I know that when things get bad, I can call my dad, I can call my mom, I can call my auntie, But those kind of girls, when things go bad, they also don't have who to call. So they need to cheat, they need to sleep around. Even if they are married to a man, they still cheat because they want, a provider. And if the man cannot provide for them 100% and they still have some bills to meet, they will still sleep around inside the marriage. They will still end up leaving the marriage early if the man is not really meeting up to their expectation because they are not in that marriage at the first place because they were in love with that man. They are in that marriage because they needed to sing themselves out of poverty. Those are the kind of women that choke their husbands, buy me car, buy me wig, buy me anything they want. They expect the man to provide because these are the things that they couldn't get in their childhood.
No, if the man can provide all those things for the wife, if the man can provide, let him provide. So
But
because
if the man cannot,
you already said he's a wife, right? So the man knows the kind of lady he was dating
but
from the
if
onset.
he can't provide, because you
I
don't
think
expect them to all have a rich
no,
husband.
we are not talking about husband and wife, because when he gets to that position and the man can provide, let the man provide. Because most of the pressures we are facing in the society is not wife mounting it on the husband. This is you asking a girl out or during the courtship, buy me this, buy me that. When he gets to Christmas time, the guy will be planning how to off
You're
his
asking a
phone.
poor girl, that's the thing.
No. This is not about poor girl. If you're saying about poor girl, it will look like all the girl everybody's complaining about is poor. No.
Yes, you are mentally
In
poor.
every class.
Poverty is not by how you dress.
No, in every
Poverty is in
class,
the mindset.
every guy is complaining on every class. This girl that I meet so time. What about the lady that was looking for Lamborghini? Will you say that she's a poor lady?
Mentally, you think even if you are driving a Lamborghini, it makes you rich? When you just see a man and expect that you sleep with a man one night and he buys you a Lamborghini, it's because you cannot make wealth on your own.
Those people that are mentally poor, they are more in the society.
Yes.
They are more in the society.
Yes.
So because of how they were bred, I don't think it's mentally poor. I don't think it's, just like when we are having a discussion behind the scene, you said being submissive, being a lady means that a guy have to provide everything for you. This is the mentality most ladies have. You understand? It also goes beyond Africa, but I want to, because these are Africans we are discussing on set, and this is why we are discussing only about Africans, right?
Okay.
The mentality our ladies have is, and this is why, I think this is why most guys become so abusive. They say, if I'm dating you, you're already my own, because the guy is already, the pressure you're mounting on him,
providing
do
too
this,
much.
do that, do this. So automatically he sees you as
his property.
No, I think according to me and how I see it, it all goes back to upbringing, different cultures we grew up in. For example, I grew up with a mother that was a housewife. Okay. My dad provided everything. So there was no reason for my mom to work. I think you get
Yeah.
me. So even when my mom went on to get into a career, because she wasn't, honestly, she was semi-literate. But my dad went on to help her pursue a career. She got into cosmetology, went to school. My dad paid for this. Even when she got a business out of this, my dad still let her have her own money. But it was up to her to work or not to work. He provided 100%. I have grown up seeing such a family. One of the reasons my dad did this, despite even us having maids as well at home, it gave my mom more chance to be a wife, to fulfill all her roles at home, because my dad was doing all his roles. Like, she has no reason not to be a full wife. You know, she has time to wake up in the morning, cook my dad breakfast before he goes to work. That time, we don't have heaters for water. So you'll boil the water and then keep it like in a plastic jerrycan somewhere so that my dad will shower warm water. Then she will make sure she packs something for him to go with to work for lunch, something. And she will have his clothes prepared and literally till he goes. Then she would prepare us as well. Sometimes we'd go with my dad to when he's going, he drops us off to school. Then lunchtime, like every meal literally is going to be on time. Now, when he comes from work, for example, there are times when my dad would come from safari. Safari is like a business trip. He'll take like maybe 3 days, a week or something. He goes to like Kenya. Now, because my dad has enabled her to have time to fulfill all her roles, she will have some time. For example, would go in by around 6 p.m., 7. And so we sleep early, knowing my dad will come back maybe at around 3 in the night. So my mom will sleep early. We will literally sleep early. I used to tag along because I know when my dad comes back from a trip, he has that black plastic with something for me. So we sleep early so we can wake up in the night.
Yeah.
So that my mom will open for my dad. My mom will serve my dad food. The traditional food from the central, that matoke. It's usually kept in like banana leaves. You keep it on the fire. If you don't give it enough fire, it will become hard or it would burn. So you have to literally watch that
Check
food
everything.
somehow. So my mom would keep trying to, keep it for him. So even if he was coming back at 3 a.m., my mom will open that door because apparently he has created an environment that is fit for her to be a woman. So I grew up in such a home. I'm not going to meet someone and 100% expect you to do my bills. But I believe if you see me and how I come at you, you literally, things just work themselves somehow.
Exactly.
This is me naturally. Like, I literally go into a relationship. Like I said, with my first values, I always, but I also date a bit upwards. I think I mentioned it even last time, because the more you date
Most ladies
downwards,
do. I
yeah.
don't want to say every ladies, but most ladies, they date upwards.
No, ideally, that should be the right thing. It's easier to submit when you date upwards. Not only is this person usually older than you are, we grow really badly. So sometimes you'll end up looking older than this man. Secondly, when you date upwards, it's easy for usually when you look at finances and all these things, this man who is older most times has achieved a bit more than you have at your age. The way he comes at life is usually he faces things in a more mature way because he has more experience in life usually than you. So sometimes it's actually just natural. It's innate for you to submit and all these things rather than when you date downwards. So because I kind of date upwards, it's kind of going to fall in place. He will realize I do my hair. I want to change my hair nearly, let's say, every 2 weeks. I want to do my nails. I have rent to pay. You literally see that. So when you see me, I'm someone who likes making some extra money even from work. I'm business minded and oriented. So when you see my business and then you see my, for example, you'll see I have a small shop and you're like, maybe I'll give you some more money to post the business. Some things just fall in place if you are you. I think you get what I'm trying to drive to. So for me, this is how I see it. But if I reach a point and I realize that whoever I'm with, he doesn't value the kind of woman I am in his life, because I believe with men, men are naturally made to, men that are really men, they're naturally made to be leaders. They're supposed to be masculine men, are supposed to be like, as a leader, you'll literally take care of whatever you value and you cherish. So a man will only invest where he sees value or he counts, He only sees like where he will stay, where he finds peace, and all these things. So naturally, a man will provide. You don't even have to ask. For
So
me, this is how I see it.
how is that impacting your judgment when a guy is asking you out?
Like I said from the beginning, we
Mm.
are looking at me trying to date upwards.
Yeah.
We are looking at me looking at people's characters. All these things will kind of bring us back to this.
Your dad was masculine.
Yeah, my dad. Sorry, my dad has always been. He's always been a man. Like this is how I
So
see it.
when a guy is also asking you out, you are going to look at a guy who can be like your dad.
I always try to visualize a father figure in a man I date, because I'm looking at someone who will give the same kind of at least life to my children. The only difference will be I may not. My dad did 100%. I'm not expecting 50-50, because that has never been in African culture, since I'm going to still play my role.
Mm.
50-50 works if we all do everything at 50-50. But I'm not going to again wait for 100. We can do 30, we can do 30-70. I can do bills in the house. He can do the rent. Like he will look at the bigger pieces, because we have to remember the fact that currencies, times have changed. There is a lot of inflation.
Mm.
We are all, and funny enough, some ladies now, we actually have more opportunities that pay even better, than some of the men we see around.
Mm.
Like let's say, just starting with Dubai, I rarely find Ugandan men that earn as much as I earn, yet I'm a lady, because most of our jobs in the system and in the society are more geared towards ladies. I cannot blame them. I have only seen about, I think, 2 male nurses since I came, like that are African, but I've seen about maybe 10 male nurses, 10 female nurses from Uganda. So that means that somewhere, somehow, there are like maybe 50 male nurses that have no jobs, but they are men. So if a lady still expects him to do 100% at this stage, then she's really not being human. This is my view.
Okay, but love can also play a little part with you choosing a guy, right?
Love could be, of course, love should be essential. But remember, when you're trying to do all these things, one thing you always have to remember in life, there is a time when love is not enough.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you outgrow love.
Mm.
But these traits that I chose earlier can keep me going with this person. If you chose a good person from the beginning, like I said, religion plays a role. Some religions are very tight when it comes to things like promiscuity, disloyalty, they're very, very tight on it. So someone who keeps within their values sometimes is really, really going to be a good person. So even when you're facing the hardest of times, you're going through different things, they know where to seek help. Rather than going to seek help from maybe bars, drinking out, doing drugs, getting other issues, this person will at most maybe say, let's pray. They'll say, let's talk to elders. Let's do this. Yeah, I think it's usually more like that. Love is, yes, it's essential, but not really top priority at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lucy, I'm a Nigerian, and that is something that goes on in Nigeria. She said about it earlier, something like urgent 2K, urgent 5K.
Okay.
It comes maybe every time. It might come 2 times in a week. It might come 3 times in a week. But there is this thing our ladies does, that urgent 2K. Can you just I did something, or I'm trying to withdraw, I'm trying to send money, it's not going, can you just send me 2K? This is a known
Okay.
format from our ladies.
It's not about the format. She said a lot of things, and I'm going to highlight it back
No,
to
as
you.
a Nigerian,
Okay.
speaking from a Nigerian
That's why I'm
angle.
saying
Yeah.
that, first of all, how do Nigerian men portray themselves to the world?
Okay.
Not only to Nigerian girls, but all over the world. Nigerian men portray themselves as they are providers. They can take care of a woman. All over the world, the women want Nigerian men. Why do you think they want Nigerian men? Not only because they are very good sexually, but because they are very romantic. They spend money. Like, they're really 100% masculine. So now think of us, we the Nigerian girls that stay in Nigeria and seeing our men even doing too much for other women. We should expect much
No,
from
no.
them.
That is
Another
not the
one
case.
is another one I want to say is, okay, we women, be it a good woman or a bad woman, we still want money. Whether I want you for love or for anything, we are still going to ask for money at the end of the day. Okay, if you pick a woman who is, manipulative and, want to use you, that's what you're talking about. Women that want to use men.
Yeah.
That's when they will be like, I need urgent 2K, my mom is sick, my uncle just died in the village. I do it sometimes to men that I don't like. And I just feel like I want to extort money from them. Like every other girl do it. But when you are in a serious relationship where you like the person, you can't even open your mouth to ask some basic things. You just be shy. And if you can provide for yourself, you will just do it for yourself because you like. But if the girl just wants to eat your money, it's normal now. Just call you and tell you, my great grandfather, we need to do his burial again. Our ancestors are calling us. We need to do some meeting. Then I will ask for urgent 2K. I won't ask for too much. Like, okay, let me tell you, like when I was in school, we have this group of girls when I was in Polytechnic. Before our exams, there are a lot of payment and things to do. We just write down the name of like men that are asking us, like 10 men. You understand? We just write their name down. Some people say, Ali, you don't ask them. This one, you don't ask them. We'll just be asking them 2K for a particular course that we know that maybe it's 500. Help me with 2K and I need to write this course. Help me. So at the end of the day, when we call those 10 boyfriends that are asking us out, now, 2K, 20K don't drop. That kind of thing. So we don't like them. But before, these men are also able and capable of providing. Why not? So we just extort them. Every girl do this thing, and it's not only Nigerian girl. Even Ugandan girls do it. Every girl do it when they don't like you. But if you meet a girl that likes you and wants to settle down, wants something serious, you're not going to find this kind of attitude in them. But basically, every girl needs money. Whether her parents have money or her parents don't have money, every girl will still ask you for money.
Yeah, I understand that there are things that we should or spend on or like basic needs. Most men, they don't want to know how much you earn or how much you get after months. Monthly, they want to buy something from their ladies. Or they see something in you that they like. So because of this, they will always want to buy maybe his bag, maybe his innerwears, or maybe his hair. I like this type of hair. So because of I like this type of hair, I want my woman to be wearing it. And he will be buying it for you. I understand that one, that most men, let me not say most Nigerians are like that.
I think most Nigerians are like that, honestly. You give them credits to that. Like
this is complaint. If you go to our internet space now, you will see a guy. Immediately they are asking you out. 2-3 days later, most ladies do this in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
They will start sending you message about, or when you call them, they will not respond. After 6 hours, they will write you one essay. This is why I've not been picking your call. I'm going through this issue. This is a normal format, and they are using it because of they just want to live soft, Instagram life.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. They want to escape poverty, the life their parents couldn't give them. That is the same topic I've been telling you. They want to use these men to escape poverty. Their parents cannot give them that luxurious life that they want. Men can give them, and one man cannot give. So gather 10 men and take 2K and join it and live your soft
And
life.
how will you satisfy those men?
No, because you are not even going to see them at the end of the day. If you list 10 men down, are you going to sleep with them? At the end of the day, anybody that give you 2K 2 times and you do not see him, he won't text you again now. This is fraud now. Because
so this is fraud.
If you give me 2K 2 times to write a course and you are inviting me to come and see you, I'm still giving you an excuse. After 6 months, are you going to text me? Because I'm going to give you an excuse for that 2K. You don't want to lose 6K, you'll lose 4K, you back off now. So that's the format. It's not like they are going to be sleeping around. No, they are not sleeping around. It's pure fraud. It's Yahoo, this one.
So the pressure our ladies have mounted on us right from day one, right from when the moment you begin seeing a lady and start liking that lady, you have it at the back of your mind that you have something you are going to spend on that lady.
Most definitely, especially Nigerian girls.
Yeah, but I think, like I still said earlier, for me, because I think it's how it is back home. It's like I found it interesting when I think it was my Kenyan brothers. They were talking about comparing Ugandan girls to Kenyan girls. They were talking about dating in Uganda. There are so many who wanted to literally date there. Then one of them told them, the only difference you're going to find is Ugandan girls, you have to send them transport
to come.
to come. So I found it funny because the responses they got, they were funny. Girls are like, oh, their babies, you know, all these things. But the thing is, me, what I got is, like I said, it's kind of in the culture. The guy will start to date you. Let's say I've seen people who try to take me out. Someone will call you for a meal, like call you out for a date, and someone will send you off with money.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask.
And when you go, they will give you transport to go.
They may actually drop you and still give you some money. Like, I'm not lying, but I don't know who taught them this, but I feel like it's just part of the culture. A guy will take you out. Let's say you go off. I used to like a place called Cafe Javas in Uganda. Now you would go to Cafe Javas. He actually pays a lot for the food and all these things, drives you home, you know, and still get his wallet and give you
A
money.
Ugandan man?
Yes. So he gives you and drops you.
You've not seen this part?
Because they always say Ugandan men are stingy. That's why they are coming to Nigerian men. So I'm surprised that
No,
she
I'm
said
going to
they
explain to you the difference.
Okay.
The point is here. The people who will say Ugandan men are stingy, we go back to what I said earlier, dating upwards and downwards. You are not going to go to a cleaner earning 1,500 in Dubai and expect him to give you 1,000 for your bed.
Best
He has
space.
a family back home. He sends the money to. So what is he going to give you? He cannot give you what he doesn't have. This is why these guys will literally most times date girls who are like we call them the kadamas, like the house helps, who will be earning a bit less. You find that maybe he has a girlfriend who earns around, let's say, 800. If he earns 1.5, he's in accommodation and all these things. So he has 1.5. This girl earns like 800. She's inside all the time. She only comes out like once a week. And he could spend maybe the KFC, someone just told me. He would buy her something. She will stay. They will get out like over the weekend. He can, even if he gave her 50 dirhams, 100 dirhams, she'll be contented.
So
Now, the issue
basically,
comes
you
in,
mean Ugandan men date lesser women because they don't have
Ideally,
confidence to date men that
it's
have
not confidence.
women that have
No, it's not confidence. It's actually wisdom to date lower girls, like someone who is below you, so you can comfortably provide for that
what
person.
most men do.
This is the
That
thing.
is what
So the
most men
ones who
do.
complain about stinginess, this is what I was trying to say. They look at guys, some guys look so good, you know?
Yeah.
They put on show when you see them. You see a guy, he looks like, you know, he has the vibe, he looks like he has money to literally spend. And then what happens in the end? You start dating this person. Usually he's earning way less than you assume he earns. And then, so these girls will say they're stingy because they don't even know
how much he's
how much he
earning.
earns, how much he gets. They don't know his responsibilities.
But from what
you
you're
know?
explaining also, you will find
Yes.
it in every nationality, even Nigerians. You will see most Nigerian men here earning same amount you just mentioned, right? But are they preferring? I don't think you will
They
see
date lower.
Yeah.
They date lower.
No.
No. Nigerian guys also date lower. Everybody does that.
Igbo guys.
Yes. That is natural with every man in
Then
the whole world.
then you can't say stingy.
Men date downwards. They don't date upwards.
Most Igbo guys like to date upward. They like to date girls that they can extort money from them as well.
I don't know.
Dubai. I'm telling you.
Well, maybe I've not seen. If you ask me,
So many love to date high class and high profile ladies so that they can take money from them.
They scam them, right?
Yes.
I think I've heard of such.
So many Nigerian men do that.
Give you proposals.
Yes.
Like business proposals. They tell you a deal, things like, I have this deal going, I'll need this amount of money. And you know, someone sells to you something.
Are you dating them being a sugar mommy or what?
No, because just the way she said, you will not even know what they earning. Because they look good and you just assume, oh, you people are in the same standard. At the end of the day, they start asking you.
And they can invest actually, some of them. If they're looking at like a business deal, some of them, they literally put in.
At first, yeah.
So they make her feel comfortable. So that later,
they start harvesting from their investment.
Okay, and another thing is, I believe that what we are speaking from on this podcast is from our experience.
Yeah, like
So if you cannot speak from they say.
No, when
you cannot be speaking from they say.
We've seen people online, we've seen people on media, people like they've been
okay.
boxed.
Everybody knows. No, everybody knows. If I am going to ask a lady out right now, I'm going to risk urgent 5K.
Not really. Why should
Yes.
You should be ready to
You
at
see?
least spend up to
But you are not
2K
going to. You
if you're
cannot. It's
asking
not
a
rampant
lady
out
out.
there. It's not rampant out there that
Hear
you're
what
going
she
to
said.
see a
Even
guy.
in Uganda, they will take you out, drop you, and still give you something. I don't know if it's 2K they are giving you.
No, but
But
that
at
one depends
least,
on who.
yes.
What kind of person?
So how would you take me out on a date for the first time? You're not going to spend 2K. You not buy anything for me.
No.
We will not eat
No,
something.
if I'm going to ask you for us to go out somewhere, I will be the one to tell you, okay, when are you less busy? When can we go out?
Always less busy. If we are going out, I'm ready anytime.
Don't play with. I'm saying if I'm going to ask you, let's go out. Can we go out for lunch? Can we go out for dinner or anything? I want us to go out so that I will go out with my woman. Okay, let's say I need to go out with my woman to go buy something, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm always having time, if I'm always having time in the weekend, and we're always having time, we should go out sometimes. You understand? That one is by the way. That one is by the way. But there are people that you already know that they are going to ask you for money for hair. You understand?
Yeah.
You already know that the next month iPhone 17 is going to come out.
Yeah, but you know that's not kind of common now. Let's say with Ugandan girls, like there, I cannot.
It's
speak
common
for
with
everyone.
our ladies.
Yeah, I cannot speak for everyone where I
Yes.
come from, but I'll use the statement she used also at first. Sometimes girls will try to ask, like girls will ask for so much just to extort. Though with Uganda, the difference will be, most girls may ask for this money, usually actually not to extort, to get rid of you. They ask
All
you for an
girls,
amount you cannot
They don't
give,
want you, of
and then
course.
you go.
Yeah, they keep extorting for because you will get tired and you will go.
Now, I think this
It's
is the other
normal
thing.
policy
We don't
of
So who is to
logic.
blame? Is it the guys that cannot say no? I don't want this nonsense.
No, from the beginning with Ugandans, me, this is what I know about how we are raised. Like we are straight with, like from the beginning. If you ask me out and I'm not interested, I'm not even going to waste your time. I'll not even tell you, let me think about it. I'll clearly say, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. That is it. Now, some people have, sorry to say, but I've noticed it's actually more common with West African men. When I tell a Ugandan that I'm not interested, most times they'll leave you or at most they'll abuse you. You know, be like, you're not even
Igbo men
getting
are
a window.
saying,
This is a
they'll
thing.
start saying, look
But
at
I've
her,
seen
look at her.
West African men, these people will insist. Someone will
They want to
they
spoil
will
you.
message you. So
Yeah.
they will keep, they will literally offer you because most of the West African men, I think I'll correct her on one other thing they said they're very romantic. Honestly, that
They're not.
part. They don't have words. You guys don't have word. I'll use word in quotes. Don't have
Nigerian men
words.
are very
They
romantic.
cannot. No.
No, really?
I've had Nigerian men.
From where? Igbo.
Nigeria is Nigeria.
No.
We have
Let's have
Nigerians
try
here. We
Yoruba
have
men.
Nigerians in Uganda.
Yoruba men are very
Do
romantic.
you realize we have? Actually, you're the very first person I've had saying romantic because even worldwide, because Nigerians are everywhere. One thing they don't talk about Nigerians being there is romance. But they talk about giving. Of course, they talk about the generosity.
I thought we were good with
And,
words.
Yeah.
You
And
know, there are
soft.
words you say like you this flirting, like you know, but then you don't have that reads whereby you can convince me. No, people just come in for that bigger picture, because as you convince her, you give you guys don't even say sorry. Your apologies are usually with
By
the backing.
gifts, yeah.
You know, they are going to be with the
Money.
bands. They'll be with money. You get it.
Mashallah.
You cannot even say a sorry.
Wow.
Your apologies usually come with money. Like we all know this usually because I have friends. My own sister is getting married to a Nigerian. Yeah, we are wedding in August. So I think I've seen it, and we laugh about these things because we understand the differences. So for me, I would say it's like I don't know, but
Are you saying that the pressure that are on us, we are the ones that caused it?
Yes.
You kind of cause it to a certain
Yes,
extent.
that's why I said.
But also, I think the other side also, it's like she said, could be maybe some of these girls have just too much expectations. I don't want to use the word greed because if you don't understand the state of affairs we have in the world at the moment, to understand that economy hits both of us now the same way, you know, we are all going to cry the same way. So sometimes you just have to understand and be a bit nicer and be a bit more kind. But then when it comes to those men that keep insisting, you say, I'm not interested. Then he keeps pushing and pushing. Sometimes the only way people want to get rid of these people is ask them for
Okay,
money
let's
and they
demand.
chase themselves. I think you get that. That's because personally, if you just go to my
Most people
DM
will still not go, even when you're asking them
for the money, so you just keep asking.
Those are
for
the ones
money.
you would take from two
But those
times.
are those are those,
You-
those are not the ones that are complaining. Those are not the ones that are complaining. The ones that are complaining is okay, I see this babe that I liked,
Mm,
but the moment I said give me her number,
mm.
2-3 days, look at the message I've started receiving from her.
No, if she accepted to where I come from, if she accepted, most times, like it just works out the way it is.
I'm telling
You'll see
you.
him sending you like mobile money.
I'm
We have
telling you.
mobile money back home. Somehow he will send you. You'll see, depending on the class, someone can send you like, because I remember, I think someone who dated me back in like COVID. I had just started renting and I didn't have like furniture as such in my room. I was in a single room. So I actually didn't know he was really this rich, apparently, because he looks a normal guy. He's driving a very expensive car, but you know, when you look at someone and you're like, you're like, I don't know, let's see. So he kind of, we go out, we eat, the same expected thing. He drops me up and gives me 500K. That is like 500,000 in Ugandan money. That's 500 dirhams here. He takes me out and still gives me that as a send off. Of course, I told my sister, I'm like, guess what? This guy took me out, he gave me this much. It's a lot of money for just a send off. It's like, she's like, oh, maybe he has money. That's an excitement. So next thing I know, he's like, by the way, I want to see you. I'm passing by where you stay. Can I come? First, of course, you're scared. You said, maybe he wants to sleep with me. 50-50. I was like, yeah, you come. But I was like, I'm on my period. You have to make it like, of course, it's not possible. So he came. So when he came in, he looked at my house. He's like, but you don't have anything here, So he's like, I think you need a TV, you need this, you need, he just looked at everything. And then he told me, what is your budget for all these things? I told him what I needed. I just went to Jumia. We have this thing I don't know if you have Jumia as well. So I just went, checked everything, and then I computed the money. Total was around, I think, 4-5. I told him. Then he's like, oh, okay. Do you know that this guy counted the money off a bundle for me when I was escorting him to his car to go? He counted off the bundle, gave me the money I asked for, and even gave me an extra 500 and said, oh, you need also to shop for yourself, like groceries. Now, this is someone I used to see. Every time you go and see him, maybe pass by his office, he gives me like 800, gives me like 1,000 dirhams. Like, there are men like that, So, for me, this is my kind of dating experience.
So you can see that
They
it's only
can.
poor men
Yeah,
that are
but
also
no, it's
complaining.
not only poor men.
You see rich
Can-
men, they just give
Well,
you.
if I want to give you, if I want to give you an example from where you work right now, and you will know that this guy likes you, but in most cases, you will know that somebody likes you, but he has not said anything yet, right? Most times, you guys talk. Ladies do this. Immediately, a guy will ask you, okay, where I am, I'll be coming now. I'm at this junction. You will tell him, when you are coming, buy so thing. Food. When you're coming, buy
Especially me.
something. You will do it in the morning. Every morning. Yeah. Immediately the guy tests you because you've noticed that guy likes you. Then you'll be mounting so much unnecessary pressure. Our ladies does this.
That's the
It's
truth.
common with our ladies.
That's the truth.
So how is their, since you said their mentality, yeah. How will you explain this one?
When a man
Is this not witchcraft?
is higher than witchcraft.
And you say you do this also?
Yes, I do it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you something. The logic is when a man is chasing you the first time, you are the prize. And when you become the prize, the man can do anything at that time. He wants to give you the money. He wants to buy you the food. He wants to do, because you are the prize. He has not had anything to do with you yet. After he gets what he wants, he might not be able to do those things anymore. So those girls that also
what do you think you want? From the beginning, you were speaking that, and if you're going into any relationship, it should be serious. So you're thinking about, you looking, can he do this? Can he do this? Can he do this? That means
we have
you're expecting that
I also
relationship
told you
to be serious.
Different classes. I told you up, medium, and last. I'm talking about the last one now. We are not interested in dating the person as well. We just want to extort from the person because we cannot provide for ourselves those things that we need.
That is why you will see that one of your colleagues likes you, So every morning you are putting pressure on him so that he cannot even save even transport. At the end of the month, he's taking money from other of his colleagues for transportation.
If any colleague will like a lady at working place, shouldn't be a Nigerian lady, because you will buy breakfast, buy dinner and lunch. As long as we are eating at work, you are going to be swiping your card back to back while I'm standing next to you. Assalamu alaikum.
No, this is too
You look for a girl then at workplace. You will
Why?
not be free.
I don't understand.
The money will finish.
No. See, right? You know, most guys, they think they don't have power to say, I like this boss, to hell with it. You understand?
Okay.
It means, and when they are doing that thing, it means there are so many things. Okay, let me use material thing to give example. There are so many material things I will see, but I know the problem I am going to face, even if I say, okay, if I'm bringing money from my budget, because we are all here to hustle.
Yeah.
And you know that there is no how you do it. When you are going for a girlfriend, it's another expenses.
Yeah.
Having a girlfriend is kind of liability. So, and it has
a poor man.
No, everywhere.
Are you not hearing that they are giving someone 1,500 and that's your boyfriend? Is this still available? That's your boyfriend.
Wait, people buy car. People buy car. Car is
He
a
left
liability.
Dubai.
Most people that
I was
use
in
car
Uganda.
it was in Uganda.
Hi, Jesus.
Listen now, you wanted to take the guy's contact.
Yes.
You can still take it right now. You go to Uganda. You say you can
Money everywhere. No, I can date to Uganda.
No, he won't get you, unfortunately.
Wait.
He won't nyash.
Okay, I understand.
I'm joking. I don't know his type. That's up to him.
No. Yeah, his type. That is
Stop
true. That is
complaining
true.
and give us money.
That is
Give us
true.
money. Stop nagging.
No. Listen, you guys mount unnecessary pressure. I'm speaking from Nigeria point of view. I'm not speaking from you guys mount unnecessary pressure on us. I was in Nigeria. I grew up in Nigeria. I stayed in Nigeria. I worked in so many places in Nigeria. You cannot let a girl not notice that you like her.
Yes, you are chasing her. That's what I'm saying. She
No.
becomes the prize.
Even when you've not said anything.
Hey.
Even when you've not said anything, let a girl not notice. Because the moment you notice and you guys are speaking, colleagues, you'll be buying urgent stuff.
I'm telling you.
Okay, I am hungry. Maybe you are also there with you. She will come and tell you, oh, I'm hungry. Can you just send somebody to buy me something? She will be doing this. And the moment maybe she also likes you. But this has become you guys' way of life. Let me not say our way of life.
No, I think she said something. She said that they know that when a man is trying to chase you, he'll do anything.
Yes.
So when he gets you, he will
relax.
Now,
no, it's not everyone that will do this.
No, I think Ugandan women, on the other hand, I think where I come from, we just stressed ourselves too much.
How?
I know, even if you're going to come, chase me, get me, I will still keep you.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So I don't have a reason to overprice everything from the beginning.
Okay.
Because I still know, even if you slept with me, let's say, for example, you'll still come back. Because that's how we are.
Because they want to.
Okay, your mind is you are going to change. Our lady's mind is these guys will run away. So because of that, let me chop.
Yes. I think this is the difference I'm getting.
Perfect.
Because for us, the thing is, most times we believe, like in most cases.
Don't you think that the guy is running away because of the character you present?
No, because you guys cheat a lot. You guys cannot stay with one woman. Woman, you guys cannot.
The guys are always running away. The guys are always running away because of the character you present.
It's not about the character.
Most guys will like you and ask you out, but the moment they started going out with you, they will see another man. You want to become a man in that relationship. Personally, with me, that cannot work. The moment I notice it, I'm already planning my way out.
So before sleeping with her, you didn't notice it?
No, there are people.
After you just sleep with her, you just see the man.
You see the character,
true colors.
So before you find out the true colors, let me see money to take at least. So you give me money. When you find out you disappear, we find another man.
No, I think this is the difference.
So
for me,
she's right. They are dating to settle whether he has money.
And most times it works, right?
Which one, like the man?
Yeah, most times when you're dating with the guy, because of the mindset is already to keep. Does it work
No.
most times?
Does it work? Yeah, it does, because even the way we like, somehow most Ugandan girls are raised. This is what I know. Most of us are raised in a way that you don't work towards a divorce. You always try your best to make sure you save your marriage. You keep your home peaceful. This
So
is
it's
the
the
thing.
other way around,
So
right?
I don't know.
When I marry a man to extort from him and he stops providing, I need to find another man now. So divorce will be there. That is what I'm saying. When you marry a woman that try to escape from poverty, and you all of a sudden you lose your job, you are no longer, influential, you no longer have money. So am I going to maintain myself? I'm going. So divorce.
I think you're playing.
No,
This
she's
is
right.
the truth. There are a lot
What
of
she's saying
women
is
that are
true.
leaving their
I'm not talking
husband.
about a lot of women. I'm talking about the kind of pressure you guys mount on our guys. You guys mount on our guys unnecessarily. Most of it is witchcraft.
You are the
Because
one
I know,
picking women.
I understand. I understand that ladies date upwards.
Mm.
That is what I understand that
All.
perfectly. That most ladies date upwards,
All.
right? And also, we guys, we want to date young girls. Okay, she's
Younger.
young. She's young, and in most cases, we are the ones having the financial
Stability.
stability to spend in all these things. We are the one asking, let's go this place. We are the one buying the bags and the heads. I understand it. But asking unnecessarily is what doesn't make sense. And most times you will see that that guy cannot provide. Still, you harden your heart to ask.
Because money will come
Now,
out when you
if-
ask. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. If
So
you don't ask, it will not come
that
out.
guy might borrow money because that guy will be say, okay, I don't want her to get offended, or I want to keep this relationship, all those nonsense excuses.
No, but he needs to have his personal principles and standards as well.
Not everybody.
No, I'm
Not
saying
everybody.
he needs to.
Show off men. Some men want to show off even when they don't have.
If
Then
you
they
don't
have
tell
a
them, if you
And
don't
those are
tell
the
them,
targets that we
Yes.
want. We want those men that don't have sense, so we can take from them. The men who are stable, who know themselves financially, will tell you right now, I don't have money. When I
They
have
don't want to
money,
prove a point.
they don't want to prove a point. Exactly. So those poor men also that feel like I'm so scared, I'm so insecure. If I don't give her, she will go. Those are the men that easy to pick. Those pick me men. I don't want her to leave me. Why are you scared? I don't want a girl to leave you.
your
You need
point,
to
your point
relax.
is that they are the cause.
They are the cause, and that's why we are extorting them. That is it. They're easy. They are giving it. If I ask you money, you don't have. Say no, you don't have. Finish. If I want to stay, I stay. If I want to go, I go. Same day. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You just meet me and I just tell you, please, I don't have money to fill my bus card when I'm coming. You will tell me that if you cannot come, we will see next week. Simple. You will not say, okay, take taxi because you want to see me urgently. You are trying to prioritize me too much. Then the next time I will ask for something again. The next time, then I'm pushing
No,
you.
it's not the next time. From the onset, the moment you say, can you come around, you say, yes, I will come, send the taxi this or give me transport.
I will just tell the
Most
taxi.
of them does this.
Of course, I do it too.
Most of them does this. Can you send me a taxi? Okay, you want me to come? Okay, I will come, or send me transport. Most of them will not come after you send that transport, but that that is also by the way. But one thing I like that you said right now is that they are the cause. You understand? Because somebody like me, you cannot put that pressure on me.
Of course,
They groom bad
know
behavior.
yourself.
Like they feed the hunger.
Of
They
course.
keep feeding the greed.
Yes.
You keep giving. You keep, growing the behavior. It's like you're supporting what they're doing.
And they like
you're rewarding the bad
yes,
behavior.
I also like praises. When you praise them, they give you
The
more.
ego.
Odogu,
You
this,
feed the
that,
ego.
this, that. You are my achalugo. I will do this.
Just
I will
like
do
you're telling
that.
Daniel now.
Yeah, but
So
I
the more
don't
you
know, but
praise them, the more they feel like they need to impress you, they need to do more. But really, they don't like you. They just want to extort things from you.
some of them, like that thing you said of you see other women from other nationalities praising them for being generous. I think the other thing will be about look at currency differences so much. If a Nigerian man will give a Ugandan woman, let's say 1,000 dirhams in this Dubai, that is 1 million nearly in Ugandan money.
Hi.
Do you understand? I don't know how much it is in your currency, but I know it's not as much.
It's not.
So you people look at them and feel like he gives this girl so much money. Also remember the lifestyles we live commonly. Ugandan girls, I think we are kind of brought up, even the most expensive girls who live the most lavish lifestyles, we kind of have a general thing about the humbleness in the whole like society. I have seen Nigerian girls when you see like when they dress up, when they do like, for example, you look at these fashion shows, and recently I saw this, I don't know what awards they were in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Those people don't even Met Gala was nothing on Nigerian girls.
Extreme.
You get it. Now you will not find that in Uganda. I'm not despising
They are
my
managing
country.
their money or what?
It's not even the managing, it is society. We kind of have I don't know how to say it. Is it a humble way of spending? People don't go
Don't spend
overboard
lavishly.
just because I don't know if you get me. Maybe because Nigeria has had a lot of people that are so traveled and more people that are so exposed and all these things that are there. So you look up to people that are actually ahead. You look at those girls, and these girls have those extra fashion designers. We don't even have this in Uganda. Yes, we have fashion designers. I'm not saying we don't
But
have.
not
But they
high
may
end.
not be as posh.
That aspect you're speaking is that Nigerians want to compete in this kind of thing.
They want to show
compete.
Yes, and
They
the
want to
girls.
compete.
off.
But
Yes.
these ones you are talking about now, they are working. They work. And
the girls?
no, this ones you're talking about now, they work and they have to represent
What they do.
Yeah,
Yes.
what they do.
Now the girls, the normal girls, also most of them, they're trying to live up to that same kind of lifestyle because they idolize it.
Okay.
Celebrities exist so that we idolize
So
them.
it's going to be a man that will pay for that.
Now this is the thing. So most of these girls, they will see this guy spending on a Ugandan girl. It looks like he's giving her a lot of money, but because if he's giving me, let's say for example, I'm in Uganda, I'm staying in an apartment and it's going to cost me, let's say 1.2. 1.2, that's like 1,200 dirhams. Someone gives you 1,200 dirhams in Uganda. No, I can take a very nice apartment at that amount.
In Uganda?
Yes, and I will shock the world. My Nigerian man gave me 1.2 million in Ugandan money. That's a lot.
And you can rent an apartment for a year or for a month?
No, it's a month. Like a very, those are posh ones because a normal rental can even go for 350. Like it depends, but that's kind of lavish. 1.2 is lavish. Now 1.2, this Nigerian man has given her 1,200 dirhams. He gives it to her, she's content. This Nigerian girl is going to get 1,200 dirhams. When you change the money to your currency,
it cannot rent an apartment, now.
So he has to spend more.
Yeah.
Monthly?
On you. Because your currency
rent apartment monthly.
The one I will be blowing fan.
She said
two apartments.
No, it's
how much is 1,200 dirham in Nigeria? It cannot rent apartment for 1 month.
A tush apartment.
A posh one. Like a posh one, like a really nice one. It's going to be kind of lavish.
400,000 in Nigeria.
A month, monthly.
1,200 for sure, because I'm talking about Kampala in the main city, in the posh places. Yeah, that's that much. And I will feel like he's given me some money, but I don't think she will feel the same. Even the other thing is the way they live generally is we live a basic life. I really don't even go out that much. I have a few Nigerian friends, girlfriends. They'll always call me out. And I'm like, I'll come. I'll come. But the Ugandan in me,
we always want to go out.
So used to sitting down and watching a movie.
We always want to
go
out.
We always
so
want
the girls also have to go there so the guys can meet them.
They have a life.
Both of them need to vibe.
So you find that I feel like they have a bit more, their habits and generally the way they're raised, the people they idolize are a bit more expensive generally.
It's fine.
Then I'm not saying we are cheap because of course, just like I said, just to date, you also have to be giving and giving. But the expectations may not be as much with us. This is what I would say. So sometimes this is where the other stingy thing still comes in with Ugandan men too. The moment you are giving a Ugandan girl who is like, let's say in Dubai, money, we are dealing with shillings. Whenever a man here, Ugandan man, changes the money to Ugandan money, he feels like, am I giving you? Because I remember someone who I was talking to, it was something to do with business, like, it's like, why are you so stressed? I was like, some personal things. I had taken I wasn't asking. So, when you're talking and then I'm like, some personal things, like I'm kind of stuck on my license and stuff. Then this person keeps pushing. What is it? What is it? So I'm like, actually, I think I'll need around 15K, like 15,000 because I'm supposed to clear something like that due date. Then he's like, I can help with 10. Then it's like, then this person after some time, I was like, oh, thank you. I sent them my IBAN. Send them my account number. But I did not ask again because you offered. So why should I ask? I didn't expect it anyway. So this person after some time started it's like 10 million Ugandan money, Ugandan shillings, you get it. But I've had a Nigerian who has given me 20K.
Hey!
Yeah, no, and it was okay with him. And because for him, I think when he changes the 20,000 dirhams, it's not like he gave me 20 million.
Even if it is
in
20
naira.
million, a Nigerian man will give you if he wants to give you.
That's what I'm saying is still, even then, he cannot, when you change 20,000 dirhams, it's not 20 million naira. But it is 20 million in Uganda. That's land. That's a piece of land. Like you've literally bought a car. I think you're trying to get what I'm trying to drive to. So this is the thing. A Ugandan man will look at it and be like, a whole 10 million?
If that guy can afford that amount also, he will give also.
The Ugandan?
Yeah.
No, it's not that they can't afford. Some of them, like I told you, some of them when they're here, mostly the ones in Dubai, they are converting this money back. They feel like, am I giving her 10 million Ugandan money?
For free.
It's like when you date. No, it's
Dash.
It's like when you date a European and you date like a white guy here. People who use euros, people who use pounds.
Exactly.
When they give us money, like for sure, when I still had my white boyfriend who was paying for that apartment, like I was feeling very bad about the money I was spending on the hotel apartment. I felt like it's so much money. But because he pays the money in pounds, he feels it's little. He keeps comparing it to the UK. So he keeps saying, just this, like, I'm paying like 6,500 dirhams a month. For me, I'm like, whenever we have to pay, I feel like, can you just give me this money? Because for me, I feel like that's 6.5 million in Uganda. What can I do with the money, But for him, when he changes it to UK money, he's like, it's nearly about 2,000 pounds. Like, it's not even 2,000. It's around 1,000 maybe. So he feels like when you're in the UK, 1,500 will maybe just get him a small room. So for him, he feels like this is comfortable. Yeah,
okay. I want to bring this segment to a close so that we can go.
Yeah.
So the thing is, guys, you are the one putting yourself under pressure. Now I'm speaking, as a Nigerian. I'm speaking as a Nigerian now. If that girl, because this has also been my own personal experience where a girl told me, give me this, I kind of give like 3 times. Yes. I kind of give like 3 times. And I noticed that she asked the first time I gave. I also realized when I gave, I also said, no, this is not me. She asked the second one, I also gave. No, when she asked the third time, I knew that I was not going to give the fourth time. And if she asks again, it's going to be the end of asking her out because I was still asking her out anyway. I was the Mugu. I've been Mugu only once. Yeah, I can remember. So I started asking myself or even having pity on myself. I started telling my friends anyway. When she started asking the third time, I started telling my friends. First one, second one, I did not ask. Then I started asking my friends. Then I started showing picture. See this lady I'm asking her, see what she's been asking this. If I want to go see her, she would tell me to buy things for the brothers, Okay, coming to see me. Okay, can you just let me give my younger ones? And I would tell my friends also. So my friends wanted to put on social media, all those blah, 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 blah. So, I fell for it. And when I fell for it that time, I said, I'm never going to fall for it again. And it's not going to happen. And it's because she was pretty.
Yes.
Yes. When you are pretty.
Why do you think ladies invest so much in their pictures?
Listen now. No, this is not picture. This is person I have even seen.
They invest so much in
I've gone to their house most times. This is not Instagram. This is person I have seen. She's pretty, right?
She invests in her body.
But now, the thing is, she's using herself to extort money from people. And any lady who is doing that, I don't want to use this word, so I'm not going to use it. But anybody who is using her beauty to always extort money from somebody, you should know that you are not the only person she's doing that to. And most times,
but this is the strength of a woman.
If I will go forward to explain this, when I got another job, I just tested her. I just got this job, this, and she wanted to come to see me without me paying. Now, because she knows that, okay, if I go to see him once and start asking again, I can be asking for bigger ones, and he will be giving, right?
Yeah, smart move.
And you are not the only person she's doing this smart move
Of
to.
course, yeah.
But that's so bad and so low.
It's not bad.
So she's sleeping with so many guys that you just, since I don't want to call any name, you should use your tongue to count your teeth.
It's not any bad. It's being feminine.
Okay.
If you're a woman, things should happen for
This
you.
is not being feminine. This is not being feminine.
Yeah, she's not doing it naturally.
Your natural beauty as a
We
weapon.
can use it the
This is
same
not
way.
As a weapon to
being
take.
feminine is beautiful.
Yes.
And what I'm talking about now is ugly. So if this is your first time coming across Vicinfluential, please subscribe, just like I've said before. And we are going to bring Lucy to keep buttering podcast. She's buttering podcast. She doesn't want to say exactly what is going on. Yeah, you see?
I'm
See you
not
next time on
buttering
Vicinfluential.
podcast.
Thank you.